Hi everyone, it's Sarah from Plan Sarah Plan, and this is my daily duo plan with me for September 27th through October 3rd. In case you missed it, when the sticker subscription arrived, I took the embroidered sticker and put it on the outside of my A5 agenda, and I think it looks really nice there. Okay, so the kit that I'm using today is called Thankful Heart, and it is from a sticker company called Bolderbon. So thank you to Bonnie for sending these stickers to me to try and share with my planner friends here on YouTube. And the colors are super vibrant, and the paper I could tell right away was something special. I'm pretty sure she used the so-called unicorn paper that is available on online labels. It just printed so beautifully, and it has this buttery texture to it that you recognize right away. So if it's not that, then it's something very similar to that. And the entire kit has so many sheets that are like functional sheets as well as beautiful decorative sheets. She also sent me her sticker collecting album, and this was especially a fun surprise to find out because I like those Amazon sticker collecting albums that have the waxy paper in them. Well, she's got a system where you can actually put dividers in and separate this, what she calls release paper. I guess that's the real name for it. It's a waxy texture, and you just put your stickers on here, and then when you want to use them, they will come off of that paper undamaged. And she sent me extra dividers and all of these little tab headers. Thank you so much. Here's what's included in this little sticker collecting album if you want to pick one up. And she made a nice music heart sticker for me. I'm so appreciative. Thank you, Bonnie. Okay, so we are at the stage now where I'm getting to the end of the pages that were already in my daily agenda. I have July, August, and September in here, and clearly we are going to need a few October pages since this week goes through October 3rd. So I had the next quarter set aside with a binder clip, and I'm going to need to, for right now, I think what I'll do is just plan on the right pages, but after we're finished, I need to remove some of the other pages, maybe all of them, so that I have room for October, November, and December. The date headers that come in this kit don't have the days of the week on them, which is fun because you can either go matchy-matchy like I'm doing here, or you can mix it up and just decide which header you want to use for Monday, etc. So I decided to start with the sunflowers. And here's what the script looks like up close. It's really kind of a fun font that she's using. It might be one that she created herself. I'm not sure. Okay, and then I will go ahead and put the skinny washi strips down at the bottom. And normally I try to place the washi in different places each week so that I don't get a pileup or buildup of bulk in just one spot. But since I'm going to be removing a lot of bulk right now, I'm just not going to worry about that. And I think I'll probably just go ahead and put the skinny washi at the bottom on every page. And for the little square area in the bottom, I think this one is gorgeous. Look how vivid this is. And I think it's because of the type of paper that these are printed on. So if you want to try Bolderbon stickers, she did give us a discount code to use. It's Sarah15, and you can get 15% off of your stickers. So spell Sarah with an H and then add a 15 to it at checkout, and you'll get 15% off. And it comes with a checklist that is multicolored, so you get 3 colors in there, and the colors just alternate. Really pretty. I'm doing things a little bit different this week. I normally teach private piano lessons Tuesday through Friday, but this week I'm doing group lessons on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday so that my husband and I can just have a few days to take drives on the Blue Ridge Parkway later on in the week. And that's what we love to do, to relax and just kind of clear our minds and see where the parkway takes us. And so we don't exactly know where we're going to end up. We have a few ideas, and we live really close to the Blue Ridge Parkway, so we can just, take little day trips and come back each day if we want to. Normally, on a regular week, I visit my mother on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but since we're going to take some days off and do some drives on the parkway, I'm going to see Mom on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday instead. And then I'm going to be prepping for the group classes, which we are going to hold outside. And my students have not been together as a group in forever. And we stopped doing in-person recitals and in-person group lessons back in March of 2020. And we're easing back into in-person. So as long as it's not raining, which it's not raining today, we are going to meet outside in small groups. So I've divided the kids up into groups that are kind of loosely arranged by their age, and of course also we have to work with what day they're able to come. But these classes will be outside in our backyard on the back patio, and I've got some fun musical activities and enrichment activities for us to do. Some things that we don't normally have time to do when we are in private lessons, like extra music theory games or music history. I have some music history activities planned for my first group lesson today, and each group will be slightly different because it will have a different age group in it, so I won't do the same thing with each group, but it will be a chance for the kids to see each other and play some games together, and I'm really excited about that. Some of my newest students have never been in any of our in-person activities as a group because they started piano after we had begun quarantining. And so I'm super excited for my students who are newer to my studio because they will get to meet some of the other kids who already know themselves. I don't mean know themselves. Hopefully they do know themselves, but the other kids who already know each other. And that will be super nice because the kids stay in my piano studio generally for many years. And so over the years, they get to know each other and they look forward to seeing each other at any of our studio activities that are not just them, but involve a group. I like covering up the to-do header whenever I'm using stickers. It just seems in the Flora design that to-do is just a little bit too delicate when I've covered up the check boxes with the larger sticker boxes. And so making a header with this strip seems just to balance it out a little more. And I may or may not write to-do on that. But it's super luxurious to write on this type of sticker paper. I've got on a flannel shirt because this year, for whatever reason, I have been more excited about welcoming fall than I have in the past, and I'm pushing it along. I'm prodding it. I'm saying, come on, fall, come on. And so I've decorated our mantle in the front hall with a bunch of pumpkins and gourds and fall leaves and things. And then I've decorated our dining room table with fall place settings. and I'm practicing for Thanksgiving, and now I am wearing a flannel shirt, and the temperatures are getting so much cooler. It still gets kind of hot right in the middle of the day, but it's starting to really cool down when we get to the evenings. So since we have gotten to Thursday, I'm going to use the road washi just to represent. I mean, we're not going to be driving that whole time. I'm using this more as a decorative feature than anything, but this is where we will be doing our little jaunts on the Blue Ridge Parkway. So now we have come to the end of the September pages, and opening up the October pages, I go ahead and I don't use the dashboard in my agenda. I do use the dashboard page in my 7x9 life planner, but I don't do two dashboards. So this I will just adhere. I'm using my Scotch ATG gun. I think ATG stands for Advanced Tape Glider, but it's a double-sided tape dispenser, and I just don't need the dashboard page. So I just adhere it to the notes page and go straight from the monthly spread into the first actual day. Now, I think this header is my favorite because I don't know if you notice this or if it's even like this necessarily where you live, but where we live, and I suspect where a lot of you live, the skies take on a much deeper blue in the fall. So I love October skies, and here we are at the end of September, and the skies are already starting to look really super deep blue. So I love the contrast of that blue against the fall foliage in that header sticker. I go back and forth between preferring fall and preferring spring, but those are the two perfect seasons. And I was talking to a piano student the other day and asking her what her favorite season is, and she said that it's fall, and she wanted it to be spring, but she has such bad allergies that she is kind of miserable in the spring with sneezing and allergic reactions to the pollen and stuff in the air. And she's just a little kid, and she realized this, and I'm starting to think, maybe that's something that kind of keeps me from fully enjoying spring as well, because I do have lots of allergic reactions to the pollen. We have so much pollen in the spring, and in fact, you have to go wash your car if you don't want pollen on your windshield and all over your car. You have to wash your car a couple of times a week at certain points during the spring. And I think, get a similar allergic reaction to maybe the turning leaves and the falling leaves in the fall, but it's not as severe in the spring. But the temperatures are just perfect in spring and fall. So I can't say that I like fall more than spring, but right this minute I do because I'm so excited about things cooling down. And I'm going to try to, and I talked a little bit about this in my 7x9 plan with me in my life planner, my full-size life planner, that I'm going to try to sort of not get anxious about the shorter days, but I'm going to try to embrace what that might be as a benefit, like a time to kind of rest and get hunkered down a little bit and kind of not being in such a go-getter frame of mind necessarily. I don't know, but just kind of trying to see what advantages there might be to the shorter days instead of dreading them. This road washi came from Michael's, and I don't know what brand it was, but if you want some, that's where I would go. or Hobby Lobby if you have one of those. I don't have a Hobby Lobby. But speaking of drives, it would be a really good excuse for me to take about a 30-minute drive over to the part of Southwest Virginia where Plan with Ronald, my friend Sarah Klein, lives, because she does have a Hobby Lobby. And we could maybe have lunch and go to Hobby Lobby. That would be awesome. Just thought about that. So since Sunday is going to be on the left side, I have pulled out a notes page that I actually made. The agenda doesn't come with a lot of notes pages, and hopefully Erin Condren will start selling some inserts for the agenda like notes pages, because you can get packs of notes pages for the binder. So I'm assuming that we will get some notes pages before long for the agenda. But until that time, I've taken some notes pages out of an Erin Condren notebook and just cut them down to be the A5 size and then punch them, so that I have a notes page buffer between the end of one week and the start of the next. And I can match up the color scheme and use that notes page for things like ideas that come to mind in the middle of the week, or brain dumping, just an extra workspace that sometimes I fill up completely and sometimes I don't write a thing. You just never know. But it's nice aesthetically to just have a page that matches the last day of the week. If you want to call Sunday the last day of the week. So I made a header that says ideas and brain dump. I don't know how you use your daily agenda or your daily duo, but what I like to do is write in it at night at the end of the day. So I've got my 7x9 life planner open to the current week, and I can see what appointments that I have each day very easily. But at night, I like to recap and add in things that weren't a part of the original plan, but that just happened. Okay, so now I'm taking out a huge chunk. I took out 2 months worth. And here is what those filled up pages look like. It's fun to look back and see. I should do a slow flip through. I don't know if anybody would be interested in that, but I will just kind of set these aside. But I'd like a good system. What are we going to do with all of our used pages, you guys? Because we can't store a whole year in the daily agenda. It's just not big enough. So what do people do with their used pages? Do tell. So far, I'm just binder clipping mine. Okay, so here are all the pages. And again, this is a sticker kit called Thankful Heart, and it's from a shop called Bolderbon. Bonnie is the owner of that shop. Oh, also, I wanted to tell you, if you have one of these cut down 7x9 interchangeable covers that you use in your agenda, it makes a great place to put sticky notes. So if you do your brain dump on a list, that's one thing, but also you can put individual brain dumps and to-dos on little sticky notes and just put them on the top of that interchangeable cover. Okay, so now what I'm doing is putting all of the leftover stickers onto one of the sticker sheets, and I'm going to keep this in the agenda and tuck it in the back of the agenda so that as I'm doing my recap every evening, I can use these stickers. They're so fun to write on. But I'll keep it here, and that way when I actually find out things that did happen as opposed to just appointments that I planned for, I can add them in. And I use my little asterisk bookmark from a previous surprise box to mark my page, so I can go right to it. There we go. And I think that's going to do it. So thank you guys so much for joining me for this daily plan with me. I hope you have a wonderful week. I do have a prayer at the end of my 7x9 life planner plan with me if you're looking for that. And I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.